Welcome back, everyone. Sorry for the delay. We appear to be having some slight difficulties, but we have managed to overcome those as always, and hopefully Monolith can overcome Nemiga here on the second map because they just dropped Nemiga's map pick. Now we're on Monolith's map pick, so things are a little bit different, but let's see if there is any difference. I think we're almost not quite ready, but we do have 10 players in the server. If you are wondering, the map is Nuke. Be an interesting one.
Indeed, it should. And I think side choice is going to play a bit of a factor into this one. Whoever gets CT side first, and if they can actually use their CT side to the advantage and grow that bank early, get off to that early lead. Because if not, it's going to favor the team who is starting on T. So I think that it depends on whoever starts on defense first. If they can actually do well, then they'll probably take it home. If not, then I think it's a coin toss at best, if not favoring the team that starts off on T side.
Yeah, I was looking at some statistics earlier, actually, between both of these teams on Nuke. Now, of course, Nemiga has many more HLTV appearances. I'll call it that. But on this limited statistics, we are working with... So for Nuke, it is... So Nemiga's appeared on Nuke on HLTV 11 times. Monolith has only appeared on HLTV with Nuke 2 times. Vertigo was Nemiga's map pick. They had a 71% chance of coming out on top on that map, according to HLTV, which I 100% agree with, maybe even higher. But it's only 55% for Nuke, and that is, again, Monolith's map pick. The third decider map is Inferno. That's pretty much a coin toss in terms of readily available statistics. But I think overall I'm still leaning Nemiga, even on Nuke. And actually, the last time that Nemiga and Monolith played, it was a 2-0 for Nemiga as well.
Well, looking at Monolith's stats on Nuke, the other stats I could find, they lost to SJ Gaming 16-11, but they beat Team Gravity 16-3. So they are a team that does play Nuke. So it's going to be interesting to see how things do end up here. And I think also that does depend on Monolith getting a strong start and building that confidence early, because we saw that Monolith can do a lot of damage when they have confidence, when they have that momentum. You know what I mean? Like we saw what they did.
I know exactly what you mean. And again, that's a big part of the piece, right? Confidence as well. Is another note, going back on my previous note, is that, well, last time they played, it was a 2-0 for Nemiga, yes, but it was sweeps. Dust 2 was Monolith's map pick. They lost at 16-9, and then they lost Overpass 16-3. So no wonder why they banned Overpass quickly in this best of 3 series.
Yeah, I think that's best to be avoided. A 16-3 loss to close out a BO3 is no fun at all. But now we'll see Monolith on the CT side, and this is a good chance for Monolith to get off the ground running and start things off strong. They have Lamp on a CZ, no armor. This is going to be a very interesting play. I think that if you can find a couple kills with the CZ, then Monolith should have a solid chance at winning this round. They also have a kid as well, and Spiker started it off. One headshot. Yo will fall. No! Okay, Yo did fall. Robo, but NMDS have found 2. However, Roy's a 3v3. Kit still in play, and the bomb is out on the A site.
Yo had someone dead to rights, and he just couldn't finish him off. He was spraying the side of his head with a Glock and could not get the kill. And now it's going to be A site control for Nemiga. One player in heaven. Whoa, wait. Oh, the curveball.
There is Malik here to try and stop the plant, but he is not connecting his shots. The USP betraying him as the heads are elusive. Lamp gets taken down to 81. A nade is beautiful, though. That brings MDS and Robo down to squishy HP. As MDS has already fallen, Robo peeks out from behind the silo. Low as Lamp spots out Lollipop. Both players are known, though. One player behind the silo has fallen. Lollipop 1v3. He finds one. Pro play has the kit, though. He has Lamp watching, and he's tapped the bomb. Pro play is taking it. Lamp being a human shield. The bomb has been defused, and Lollipop has gone down as well, so it's not like it really mattered. And Monolith, they win the pistol round. It's not as clean as it might have liked, but still. First round on the board. Good start for Monolith. Now the trial is to see if they can build upon this round. And we'll see the force buy coming in from Nemiga. They have Deagles, they have AKs, they have Kevlar. This is going to get sketchy for Monolith on the defense. They do have rifles, though. They have 4 rifles.
Really good buy.
Count the FAMAS. So they're pretty set up for this.
Yeah, I think Nemiga has a really good buy as well. They have 4 armored players. One has an AK, the other one has a deagle. Yeah, that's not a big deal, but Galil, they have a decent amount of utility with between Lollipop and Yo, so things are available. Options are definitely there. And Monolith are actually limited in many ways as well. Yes, they went for the rifle buys, but that really limits their utility, which means guns out. And if that player outside falls, they will lose control quickly. Or even the ramp player, Malik, is up against MDS.
He's starting it off with some damage, but he has to fall back. He's not able to convert a kill. This is going to open up the map towards the B side for Nemiga. So now they have a little bit more room to play with. They have ramp control. They still have lobby as well, so they can go back to A if they do please. They could also go for the hell wrap, but it does seem that, no, I think they are going to go for the hell wrap. Lollipop's going to lead the charge. It's going to get a little scary. Debris is watching from heaven. They have to be expecting this. Indeed, they are. The pre-fire comes in, and Lollipop starts it off. 1 down. Debris has traded, and he will escape as well. He's going to go for the re-aggression, but Boggs finds Spiker. 4v3 now in favor of Nemiga, as they will look to, I think, take it back towards the B site. No?
That actually might be the better play, but they can't linger around too long if they want to go B. Time is becoming a problem now. 22 seconds left on the clock. They have to start pressing for the site. MDS will find one. Robo with the perfect timing finds pro play as well. It is all down to Malik, and suddenly what was looking like a promising lead, or at least an early attempt in the lead for Monolith, is crumbled. It's gone.
It's crumbled away faster than a good Parmesan cheese. He's just going to have to save the M4. There's nothing really he can do. And if you look at the money on Monolith, 400 on Debris. That is the most money they have. Everyone else around 150 to 250, and Malik is dead broke at $0. Nemiga, they have 4 alive as well. An MP9 picked up for Boggs. I think Monolith are going to go for a force next round. They're going to try. Oh, it's an M4 for Boggs. So that's even better. So, Monolith, if they do choose to force into this next one, it will. Yeah, I say force it up. You're at 1500. Oh! That is massive kill for Nemiga. That is this saved M4 down. And there is no choice for Monolith but to go for these pistols, Roy. And Nemiga, I think they're ready to play the shutdown offense and put Monolith in the ground as fast as possible and run away with this 2-0 victory.
Yup. The worst, I think literally one of the worst things that can happen in Counter-Strike's new economy is winning pistol, then losing the force buy or eco afterwards. Because now you actually get double reset. And double resets are incredibly rare now. It's not common that you see one, if that, per game. And they've already gotten that in the second round, so... Yikes.
Lamp. He's got the first, the one dig through the corner, and he has Spiker with him. Yo might just be falling as well. It seems that he is... No, he's going to aggressive. He thought he was going to hold position. He has revealed himself in the lamp with the deagle spray, turning into a shotgun. Has found a second. And Monolith, they've been good on these pistols on Vertigo. I think they might be translating that over to Nuke as well. As they found 2, they have guns picked up. A Spiker will find the AK. And this round that looked so desperate and so off color for Monolith might be looking a lot better as Spiker gets one in the box before MDS can trade. It's a 4v2, and the ball is in Monolith's court. And I think we might be seeing a war of attrition coming out. And it's going to be Nemiga's turn to force up next. If they get the bomb done, they will have a solid buy. And actually, Lollipop's going to make it expensive at the very least. A 3v2 up against these pistols is not over yet. As there goes pro play. Debris falls. Malik 1v2. They're both kind of low. He can pull it off. He does not have a kit, though, so time is of the essence. And there is a solid amount of utility on Nemiga.
Yeah, they just have to figure out where Malik is before they lose both players now. Malik and MDS are in an up-close duel, but MDS is holding for it for his dear life, and he's not willing to let go, and it is Nemiga bringing it back. A 5 versus 3 choke. 4 versus 2 choke. And, well, that's tough.
If you're Lamp, how do you feel there? You
Oh, which one was
found
Lamp?
you found the two.
Oh, the 2
He
kills.
was the guy who
early?
found the one. He found the 2 openings. How do you feel after losing that round? You got your team into it. You have the man advantage, the 4v2, and it all just falls apart. That has to be gut-wrenching.
Yeah, it's probably like one of the worst feelings in Counter-Strike is when you have such an incredible round and then you just watch your teammates throw it away. it's not a very good feeling. But right now, Nemiga, they have managed to claw their way back into the last round, which now means that Monolith has nothing to work with, which now means that, well, should be an easy one here. I wonder if Nemiga can get a flawless round, because they will need it if they want to stabilize their economy and get that early economy lead. Pro play, Malik, 2 players remaining.
They have a Zeus on Malik, so if somebody's not careful, that might find a kill, but I don't even think there is going to be anybody heading over towards ramp. It's all A for Nemiga. Molotov and the mini to clear things out, and it is just pro play on the site. MDS goes down. He's going for Boggs as well, but Robo has Boggs' back as he takes down pro play from the side. It's all down to Malik yet again. I feel like that's been a recurring theme in these couple maps. It's all down to Malik. Malik, last one in a 1vx situation. And he's just going to try and go for an exit, I think, with that Zeus. Can't say I blame him.
And I wonder if Nemiga has a clarity of mind to avoid this. They know that they're on USPs, no armor. They don't need to go for kills. They just need to save their AKs, need to hold on to their weapons. And, well, alright.
A little risky.
Ah, there's something in my eye and I can't get it out.
I hate that feeling. That is one of the worst feelings in real life, is when you have something in your eye and you can't get it out. You ever have to go to like get the saline ball and just like spray it into your eye to try and get stuff out?
No. And it's not the worst feeling in the world. The worst feeling in the world is when you get a 2K with an eagle and an eco round and your team loses the round. That's the worst feeling in the world. And here we go. Fast play for Nemiga out towards the A side. They're looking to truck over, realizing there's a little utility, but utility will not be required with pro play just going absolutely massive.
What is that from pro play? He takes down 4. He's still above half HP. And that, my friends, is another pro play from pro play. As that's just gotten Monolith a second in a round where they have not one kit, basically no utility as well. That is massive for Monolith. And this time, I don't think it is possible to throw it away. Lollipop is solid. But they have good positioning. They have the bomb. And Monolith, if you throw this away, I have no words because...
No. If they throw this away, I'm literally calling the GG right now. They don't have room for error for these kind of mistakes. This is a 1 versus 4. They have the bomb down in the middle of the site. There's 40 seconds left for Lollipop, not only to figure out where all 4 of these players are, but to eliminate them as well. No way.
He's gonna ace it.
I think for Lollipop, he's in the how much damage can I do? This is a good kill. This buys him a lot of space. He can now advance up into heaven, but still, he has to get the bomb and plant it with 25 seconds left. Really, in my opinion, it's just economic damage at this point. That's really what he's going for. It doesn't even matter whether he wins or loses this round.
Debris shuts him down.
One kill, not bad.
Only 2 kills.
Yeah, and he did not prop play the ace, so that's good.
Yeah. I thought Propo was going to ace it out for a second there, but Lollipop anticipated the positioning.
Yeah, that's incredible.
So, and hey, Monolith are buying kits again, right? It's a good sign. They seem to be going into a lot of rounds without kits, though, and it does worry me a lot, because if Pro Play doesn't have that massive quad, what are you going to do on a retake scenario with no kits, no helmets, nothing, no utility? It makes life a lot more difficult, so they have 3 now. And no early picks just yet, as it seems to be more towards that secret play from Nemiga. So they are slowing it down, trying to get a little more map control, burn the utility out of Monolith. And I'm wondering if Malik might actually get a little aggressive ramp and try to get a little information as to where Monolith or Nemiga are going. But now it seems that Spiker has to hold. He does not. He falls. And Lamp is unable to find one from the gap in the secret smoke, but he drops the bomb, Roy. Boggs reaggresses. He had the bomb in hand, and it's gone down. Robo, can he trade it out? He has the angle. He will get it out, and Yo can find it and bring it down towards B. But that is a major blunder from Boggs, and Pro Plays found one more. Debris finds Robo, and it seems to be in favor of Monolith now as Malik has found Yo. MDS 1v3. Nemiga, they had all they needed in that round. They've thrown it away. That's a costly mistake. And MDS can't even find one.
Yep, and that's not a mistake they could afford because now they're on the eco as well. Their money is broken. They have nothing to work with here in this round. It's going to be pistols, probably a little bit of utility on top of that. So, I mean, Monolith has picked up the two, arguably the most important rounds of this half. They've managed to secure them. That's a good sign. Now they have full utility. They have full kits as well. And they have 2 terrorist weapons. So, that's a good sign.
Indeed it is. And Nemiga have no armor except for Lollipop. They have a bit of utility, a couple flashbangs and a Molotov, but I think they might have been going for a vent drop, Roy, but that preemptive Molotov from the CT side will prevent any of that fast aggression with the pistols. And if Monolith can stabilize, pick up a couple more rounds, and really get that bank growing, then Nemiga's going to be in for a rough road for the rest of their T half. Because once that CT side has money for utility, it is very tough to do anything on the T side of Nuke. Nemiga are finding it tough to do anything against the guns of Monolith. Is actually, I don't think Nemiga have actually won a full gun round yet. And drops coming in. The spray is not going to find anybody. MDS on 2 HP will fall to the Lamp in the end. There are 2 players down towards the B site, and Yo will get the bomb down at the very least. That is a win in and of itself for Nemiga. Malik finds 1, flicks around onto Robo. There's 2. Lollipop and Box, the last alive, as Lamp finds 1. Lollipop Deagle will not find anything. It's flawless victory for Monolith, and a flawless victory they desperately need to get that bank going, to get that money rolling, and to keep themselves from becoming broke once again. Nemiga, though, will have plenty of money in their own right. Enough to pick up an AWP if they really wanted to, but instead they elect to go for the AK's full utility, the SG on Yo. And they are in prime position to challenge Monolith, who are also without the big green gun on their own end.
And it seems like Monolith's economy with that last round is officially stable. That's a really good sign early on. And okay, I'm being told that Yo's name is Geo. Alright, I will refer to him that way. Thank you guys for the heads up. Now it is going to be a fast play for Nemiga outside as they look to gain control of Secret early on, as Geo and Boggs making some space for the team. Now, of course, there are still presence towards lobby, so I mean, they can hold on to it for as long as they can. Speaker is trying to pick up whatever he can towards Secret, but he doesn't want to risk it or take it for too long. Robo eliminates Lamp, and his Speaker falls here as well. That's a lot of control now gained for Nemiga.
That is massive plays from Nemiga, although Geo and Robo are both low, 6 and 1 HP respectively. That does put them in a bit of a precarious situation as Malik is looking for damage of his own right. Debris is in good position to take down Robo back outside. The shot's ringing through, and Robo goes down without doing too much to Debris. That is a good refrag for Monolith. The doors are open to allow Malik to see into the B site. Geo is still making noise. Boggs has joined him up in the secret halls. His Lollipop is still over towards A.
Wait.
The bomb is back outside.
Wait, Pro Play is pinching Secret right now.
Oh, wow.
Nah, he's not moving up yet. He was for a second. That would have been extremely dangerous for Nemiga. They do have bomb in control, and it seems like they want to go toward the A site, but if Lollipop fell with a bomb, that would have been a big problem. But now they have passed it towards the A site. They just need to worry about Dobry. 15 seconds left on the clock. This needs to be a hurried effort.
Oh. He's done almost enough, Roy. He found 2, but Malik cannot win it out in the end. MDS finds them both, and Nemiga will get themselves a 4th on the board. Tie game, Roy. Money on Monolith, good enough for a buy. Spiker has his op. And actually, the utility on Nemiga is not too good. I think this buy actually does favor Monolith.
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's definitely a lot more money to be invested there for the Monolith side. AWP, 4 AUGs, 2 kits, full utility. Mostly, it's really just Bo3 and Pro Play who are lacking a couple Molotovs, but that's not really a big problem. They have everything they need. It seems like Nemiga is opting for the outside control. 4 men in that direction this time around. And they've had a lot of success going secret. I think they just want to fully commit this time and not really leave it up to chance.
I think this is a good play to get that secret rush coming in. It's such a classic play. I think Fury is probably the only team in top tier play that doesn't really use those outside smokes all that often. So, really, it is such a classic and well-used play on Nuke because it is so effective. Right now, the ball is fully in Nemiga's court. They have all the map control they could really want. They can go back outside if they want to. They can potentially go up the vent if they take down Malik. So there's a lot of plays that they can make. But I think this is a good crossfire step as Pro Play is going to come on in. MDS is blind. Pro Play won. The second flash will come through. He will use it to fall off. But the first pick goes the way of Monolith, and it's a clean one as well. Back up the secret stairs, I should say, as Nemiga are rotating outside. And Lamp does damage on the Robo. It's a good setup for Monolith. And Malik is able to find one. Lollipop takes down Lamp, but Debris has still found something. He goes down. Spiker, 1 kill. Robo 1v2 on 17 HP. 18 seconds on the clock. A bomb plant would be a miracle from him. His Pro Play is playing this so well. Spiker is just playing around the lobby area, waiting for the bomb plant. Flash goes out. Robo will get sandwiched. It's the USP on Spiker to drop him. And a 5th round for Monolith, although the rounds keep getting traded and damage is being dealt onto them. So their money is not really being allowed to grow. This is going to keep Nemiga in these rounds, despite them not having exactly the best buys. Because right now it's going to be pistols.
Right, yeah, exactly. And I think that's a big part of the piece, isn't it? Is that Nemiga, while they are, you know, not able to string that many rounds together, they already have 4 rounds on the board going on the 10th round. If any of these next couple rounds are successful, the economy for Monolith breaks, and then they suddenly will see Nemiga at 6 rounds, maybe 7 rounds, maybe, and that's beyond a successful T-half already.
It is, and right now, actually, Nemiga have gone for a hero SG on Geo, and if they can find a couple with that, that could really keep the economy in check. But Geo drops instantly. It's Spiker's op to get the first pick. And Robo does not make that same mistake and peek with the bomb. And he's found Spiker. That is the op down and a huge critical frag. Debris will trade it on the box, but still, the op gone is a huge reinvestment if it can't be recovered for Monolith. And if you look at the players on the Monolith squad, they are all relatively broke except for Spiker. So that is going to really harm the economy going into the next round. Nemiga, if they could find a couple more kills, that would really put them in good spots going to the next couple gun rounds. Potentially enabling them to get a lead out of this as well, which would be huge on the T side.
Yeah, and what's crazy is that they haven't seen Lamp yet, but it seems like MDS is ready for it, and that's a kick. Yeah, it's an easy one, but Dobry is in heaven, and he finds the trade frag, so things are back into the advantage of Monolith, but Robo and Lollipop are not quite sure what they want to do yet.
Malik is getting a little aggressive towards the ramp room, now edging his way into Trophy as Debris is still on site. The smoke goes in towards Hut. And Malik is actually going to run into Robo and Lollipop. He found one! He finds the second! And a good shutdown from Malik, who was a little bit absent. The BM coming in afterwards as well. It's good to see Malik starting to show up. He's at 8 and 7, so he's second on the scoreboard for his squad. And he's one of those players who we did harp on a little bit for not doing as well as he could have in the previous map. So it's good to see him starting to wake up and show his true colors. I believe Debris was the other one, so both of them flipping it around. That's a good sign for Monolith, because they will need everybody on their game if they are to find a map or 2 off of Nemiga to take this series.
Right. Yeah, and it's okay to have, you know, 1 bad map in a best of 3 series. It's not a big deal, but if you have 2 bad maps or 3 bad maps, that's a disaster. Now it's going to be aggressive. A gang play from Nemiga right now towards T-Ramp. They have 4 players in this direction looking to open it up. Geo's finding a kill towards Secret as well. I think that's outside. I'm not quite entirely sure, but because the action right now is towards Ramp, but it seems like Nemiga is not wasting a single second. They want to push towards B quickly.
They've got some site control. Geo has the vent drop, and it will be a secret retake from Monolith. And Nemiga, 5-man post plant. If you're Monolith, do you even commit for this? You don't have the money to go for it. Honestly, if you don't find a kill in the next few seconds, just run for the hills, run for your life. Your round is in the bin, Monolith. You cannot afford to lose these guns. Give Nemiga the 5th, but give yourself a chance going to round number 12. That does seem to be the play as Monolith are running away. Robo, though, should be able to find Lamp. Indeed, he does. That is a huge kill. Everything that Nemiga can find is just icing on the cake. Now, Boggs will go down, but it doesn't really matter. As actually, he will be a little rough on utility next round. As Pro Play's found 2, the Lollipop will take him down. And I think that is worth the investment, as that is only 1 gun saved. And now look at the money on Monolith Roy. 1,500 on Speaker, 14 on Malik, 25 on Lamp.
Yeah, this is exactly what I was talking about earlier. Remember when I said if they weren't able to manage their economy well and they get reset, suddenly we'll see Nemiga picking up the 6th, 7th round. Now, this is going to be a force buy from Monolith, yes, but they have weapons, yes. One, they only have 1 kit. They don't have any Molotovs. 3 smokes, which will likely be used up early here in this first round. And if they lose this, that's another eco as well. So Nemiga could actually take the lead if they can close this round out.
Indeed, Speaker finds Geo. That's a good start as he finds Boggs as well. That's a double outside. The Robo still able to escape into secret, but the Mag 7 is here and Lamp has it in hand. Actually, he's going to aggress on up. He switched over to the USP, spots out Robo. I'm surprised actually doesn't go for the repeat with the Mag. Goes for a jumping shot or something of the like. His Robo will actually get naded off. The smoke will prevent him. Speaker finally goes down as MDS will get the trade. Still a 2-for-1, and Debris has found MDS. It's a 2-man advantage again for Monolith. It's coming crashing down for Nemiga. And they seem to always find this inner strength, Monolith, when they get between a rock and a hard place.
And it really doesn't matter how sloppy their game is as long as they can show up on the important rounds. Now, the bomb is down. Lollipop's in a 1 versus 3. He has no utility, Boggs. He has no way to get out of this scenario except with his weapon out and aim. Well, actually, intuition as well. Malik's on to his left, and he... Oh, Malik's not even peeking the angle either. Wait, they have no idea where Lollipop is now. They've lost sight on him.
Look at the time, though. He has to go... Look where the kid is. It's up by the AC unit. The drop's going to be heard, but he has to stick to plant, Roy. He has
I
to
don't
go
think
for
it will be heard. There's no one really there. They have no idea.
Yeah, they heard it, I think. Wait, do they think it's B? No, they know it's A.
Oh, he's been spotted. He's been spotted. Oh, that is so unlucky. If he got past that corner without being spotted, that could have been an entirely different scenario. But a 1 versus 3, not a likely scenario for him to figure out unless it played out perfectly for him, but that's unlucky.
Unluco Maluco indeed. Lollipop could have made that a very dangerous round, but Monolith are able to pick up a 7th. And a massive 7th indeed. They have 3 AKs now as well going into this round, Roy. 2 AUGs. They have kits. But look at Nemiga. They have an AWP on Robo. And they are not too shabby, except for utility. They don't really have all too much. Only 1 Molotov, no HGs, 4 smokes, and 2 flashes. And I think they're going to go back towards that secret play again. The double outside smoke's already in play. Ooh, finding massive damage onto Geo through the smoke outside. And Speaker, 1 kill already. And the man advantage is in favor of Monolith, as 1 more round will secure themselves a half lead. Anything else would be nice. You want that 9-6, 10-5 scoreline on CT Nuke. And Malik has done so much to MDS as well. The Molotov will allow him to fall off. The smoke out towards ramp as well. And then Nemiga have to really reconsider what they want to do. Geo, smoke towards secret. He's actually going to watch for the push up. MDS is flanking. He's being watched by Debris, who has not connected the shot, but he is low HP. MDS goes on the ladder, and Debris
What is going on? These guys are playing Mario Luigi outside of the ladder right now while Nemiga is getting crumbled one by one. And Bo3 just keeping it up right now. Lollipop, Geo, last two men standing, 40 seconds left. They have the bomb on the back, but this scenario is almost, this puzzle might be impossible to figure out unless they give up their lives.
Lollipop finds a second, and now this is doable. Look at the HPs on these remaining Monolith players. 46, 42, 26. The bomb will go down. Geo has a kill he shouldn't really be getting, but he does get traded out. And Lollipop is in a 1v3 again, back-to-back rounds, although this time it is a little more favorable. They don't know where he is now, Roy. The door has a bit of a hole in it. It's not completely broken. He finds one! Oh, Lamp! What a good trade.
That is a really good trade. Not only that, but look at Lamp's health and Malik's health. That's 2 AKs for Lamp, 1 AK bullet for Malik. That could have been so close. Nice trade. Crucial one from Lamp. But 8-5, that's a really good turnaround from Monolith. I thought this was going to be a little bit more lopsided and a little bit more rounds in the hands of Nemiga, but this will have to be an eco right here or a potential half purchase. Wait, they're going for the full buy?
They're going for the force, right?
Okay, there'll be some money at least.
AK. Yeah, it's a... I think that Lollipop might have gone for a misbuy because I don't really think that anyone else was planning on going for the full investment or even the half investment. Maybe just pistols and armor. But I think they're going to rush out towards A. The MAC-10's leading the charge. No, it's not. Proplay finally goes down, but Debris is still in heaven. But Geo finds him as well. Geo with a double entry. The smoke has failed, Roy. Just revealed his position. He thinks Robo is in the area, though, and he does so much to him. Boggs is still in play as well. Geo sticks the plant. Spiker is not aggressed, so they will give the plant up to Nemiga. So now the flashbang will go through. Spiker probably going to peek after the Molotov towards the back boxes. But look at Boggs.
Oh, yeah, Boggs is flanking
Speaker.
Heaven. Well, kind of. Oh, there it is. Okay, that's a big kill. Now they've eliminated Heaven. Pressure they can focus on. Mini, they go 1 for 1, and Robo from behind the vent finds a frag. And that's a force buy. Secured. And that was what? MAC-10's pistols and a single hero AK successful for Nemiga. Not only that, but that round has successfully broken Monolith's economy as well. So this could be an 8-7 finish. That's a disastrous finish for a Nuke CT side.
It is a disastrous finish, and even at 9-6, the way this game has gone, I don't think Nemiga would feel too unhappy with it because they've had some rounds that they shouldn't have won. That one included definitely has to stand out to me. If Nemiga do end up taking this 2-0 as a round that does change the momentum in this game. Pro play Scout does initial damage. It finds one, but he's traded out by Robo. And we all know trades favor the team. Roy Boggs, though, will fall. Lollipop gets one more. Debris gets another. He's able to escape. This is where things get dangerous. MDS going for damage, but he takes so much in return, down to 20 HP. Robo has the op as well, but he has the bomb, and Robo finds a kill into Debris. MDS down on B. He's going to get the free plant. Malik has a Mag 7, Roy, and he has to clutch this out, or else it is almost curtains for Monolith. MDS will fall. An AK picked up now. The bomb is planted for Malik. He taps it, but he does not have a kit.
Oh, Malik has all the opportunities right here, but Robo has this clarity of mind to know that he's there now. The flashbang goes out. This is a 10-second stick for Malik. He's going ahead and sticking it. He gets off the bomb as soon as the door opens, and Robo's brain is massive. He's not a Robo. He's artificial intelligence. The best kind.
And he finds him.
Wow. That was so well played. That was well played from Robo. Not even only in that 1 versus 2 or 1 versus 1 that he was in, but also the fact that he knew that his teammate was rotating down vents very quickly and loud and held the vent chase with the op from outside of Mini. That alone is such a sick teamwork there coming out from Nemiga. But 8-7 finish, that's not bad considering the context, but if you take away the context, that is not a good CT side Nuke finish.
Oh no, it's a terrible new finish for Monolith. And Nemiga have to be ecstatic with that one. That is a watermelon brain play though from Robo. That is insane. And honestly, if Monolith can't win the pistol here, and they don't win the force, because I'm pretty sure they're going to go for a force buy. If they don't win pistol, things will be very rough. But Lollipop goes down early. It's a CZ picked up. And they're all falling like flies, Nemiga. They're all just down for the count. A nice shot from Pro Play finds one more, but Geo and Boggs have actually brought it back to a 2v2. Somehow, this is going back into Nemiga's hands. The push comes in. Geo finds one more. He finds both, Roy. Geo's gone nuclear. He finds 3 in the round. There is no kid. It doesn't even matter. They have plenty of time to get the defuse. And a critical pistol round is dropped by Monolith. They had everything.
Yeah, literally everything going for them right there. Monolith, not only that, but they had players in front of them. And they just couldn't hit the shots, Boggs. They literally could not hit the shots. They were just spamming the Glocks. Oh, no, that is a disaster.
Their own Glocks.
That's literally a disaster. And I think Monolith is really upset with that because they just realized that, well, they had that round secured in the bag, but they just spam the Glocks instead. They relied on RNG instead of just slowing down a tiny little bit. That's harsh.
That is beyond harsh. That is stepping in the vat of acid right there. Because it's eroding whatever chance Monolith had to come back and nuke. To take it to Inferno. As Robo finds Speaker outside, he finds a second on the debris. And this time it's the T's that are falling. Aggression from MDS in the hut, too. I like this play. As Malik is still sitting with Deagle. I think it was a full-on 5-man Deagle, no armor buy from Monolith. A couple players had a couple vests, but all things considered, minimal investment from the T side. And it really is begging the question, too. One thing I noticed in this matchup so far, there's been multiple opportunities to call timeouts. Nobody's used a timeout. It's almost like I'm watching an NA match with nobody calling timeouts, Roy.
Don't do it. Don't do it, Boggs.
Right now, people should be calling a timeout.
Don't do it, Boggs. Don't do it, man. This is literally my #1 pet peeve in Counter-Strike. Don't bring this up right now, Boggs.
It's mine too, because they're so critical. They can do so much. And you have 4 1-minute timeouts in this case.
Yeah.
Take advantage of it.
Yeah, I can think of like 7 different rounds where a timeout would have been probably game-changing.
Maybe right here.
Now, right here, you're okay. Right here is not bad. You know, you just threw away the eco round. That's totally fine. We're still in the realm of sanity. It's this gun run that's coming up right now that is important. Depending on whether you lose or win this round, if you're Monolith, if I lose this round and I lose the next force buy or half buy, I timeout. That's an instant timeout for me. It's just, all right, Nemiga's way too much in control right now. We need to figure out what the heck's going on. Let's slow them down. Let's, you know, get them into their heads a little bit. They're way too focused, way too momentum based. Have to shut that down, but it's going to be fast play with the MP9s outside for Nemiga, as well as Monolith. He's looking to go to the secret, but the MP9s are doing a lot of damage, but they haven't figured out that Boggs is here as well.
Huge flames from Boggs around red box, but it still does enable Monolith to get down, and Malik on the lurk has found Lollipop. That is a great play as Boggs is low. Speaker, though, is low as well. Pro Play about half HP, and Boggs is just about to find Malik. That's an AK upgrade 3v3, and Geo finds debris. The bomb has not gone down on the B site, and Geo's found a second. Pro Play 1v3. 2 players are half HP, but the bomb is not exactly down in a good position. And Monolith, this is a round they really can't afford to lose because it gets Nemiga double digits, and it starts to build their economy unless Pro Play can thin the numbers. And look at this play from Nemiga. They're not really aggressing. They're just watching the bomb. They're just playing passive, playing off sound cues. They don't really have to do much in this round. Just wait for Pro Play to make a play, make a mistake.
Oh, they're not even watching the bomb. They forfeited it entirely. Oh, yeah. Now out of the silence, Robo comes, and there it is. Yeah, you know, I was also thinking while this was going down was that I've watched Nemiga play many, many times, and they have been playing together for a little bit. They have incredible team chemistry, and these are not scenarios that they often drop. They're actually really good at converting those like 3v1s, 2v1s, 4v2s. Like, they're so good at converting those rounds.
Indeed they are. I mean, I love watching Nemiga play. They're a good team to watch, especially how they play together. It's a good point you make right there, because they do play off of each other so well. And I was wondering if Robo was going to go for the flank. I didn't exactly see it fully, and indeed he did, and that's just perfect play right there by Nemiga. And right now it's just picking apart Monolith like shooting fish in a barrel. Use that range weaponry against the pistols and pick off their heads with the scope, and Nemiga should be picking up an 11th round unless something goes horribly wrong.
And I said timeout after this round, definitely needed. The economy for Nemiga is getting kind of scary. And if they can get a flawless run out of this one as well, that's... it makes me nervous. I'm a little bit nervous for Monolith, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm already nervous for Monolith. I've been nervous since it was an 8-7.5 because coming back against Nemiga on the CT side, we saw what they did on Vertigo CT on a T-sided map. Nuke is just that much more into the favor of Nemiga because it is a heavy CT-sided map, and that is flawless victory. So, Monolith, it's a do-or-die time for you guys now. You lose this round without a bomb plant, you're back on the broke bus. And Nemiga still haven't picked up an op on CT side where they haven't had to. They haven't even really had the position to buy one because when they have had the money, they've all been alive.
Okay, so no timeout. This is why you don't bring it up, Boggs. This is why you don't bring it up.
I was trying to motivate them to call a timeout because it was irking me when I thought about it, how they haven't called a timeout at all. And just, I guess they don't use timeouts.
Yeah.
Because...
yeah, it's
I mean, Nemiga really haven't needed to. It's all been Monolith have had the opportunities, the chances to take advantage of the timeout feature, and they just haven't.
You know, I'm actually a big fan of slow playing outside, like Furia style. Like Furia sometimes will just swing out with SGs. This slow style from Monolith is actually incredibly underrated. You just gain control, you let the op do the work. As soon as you realize how much control you have, pop flash into big garage, boom. Pick, now you have it. You own outside, you've given away no information virtually. They have no idea how many people are out here. And you've gained not only a man advantage, but all of outside.
And look, they're falling off too. And Speaker, look at his flank. He's all the way in CT spawn, Roy. There's nobody in heaven. And I believe Geo's looking the wrong way as well. No, he's coming back. So we actually might be able to find Speaker from behind the ladder. He does! That is a massive trade coming out from Geo. And the ramp push comes in. Robo, one, and he's going to fall off. The nade will do a little bit of damage. Actually does significant damage to Lamp, taking him down by half. And this is where things get even more sketchy. But Monolith are able to get the trade frag and the entry onto the B site. That is a miscommunication, though, where they just used 2 of their smokes, all of their smokes, actually, towards decontamination. And Geo's coming in. He's found a second of his own. Huge plays coming in from the Nemiga squad. Now the retake needs to come through, or Monolith might have just gotten themselves a foothold back into this game.
Yeah, really the only valuable utility left right now is the Molotov in Nemiga's hands. It's already been used up, so it's guns out from here. It's going to be Geo drawing first blood onto Pro Play in the retake scenario, and it's all down to Malik in a 1 versus 3. That step is giving away his position and his intent. But Nemiga's not getting off the ball. They're sticking it, and it's going to be a round 4 Nemiga. Once again, an important gun round. Luckily for Monolith, there is money.
Hey, Roy, do you think now might be a good time for a timeout, too?
Boggs.
I'm sorry. I had to.
Boggs, I can literally think of like 20 rounds that should have been timeouts. 20. I can name them off the top of my head.
Yeah, it's the IGL and me is really not liking the situation. The play from Monolith. And the vent rush here? Not even the smoke out before they peek a flash too. Robo finds one for free. Lamp gets traded out. And it's Debris. And Proplay actually on the flank finds one. It's a 2v2 now. So it looked like it might have been a little bit stronger for Nemiga. The bomb does go down at the very least. Boggs with a nice save. But there goes Debris. Pro Play needs to come up with a massive Pro Play here, but Robo has the angle. He has the shot. 13 rounds.
Why did Debris do that? He literally just stuck the spray, the entire spray. All 30 bullets of his clip were sprayed into Mini. That, I don't know how to feel about that one, Boggs.
Don't question it. I think that's what I've learned by watching Monolith today here, is don't question what they do because it will hurt your brain.
Look, one of the key components of a 2 versus 2 are just like any 1v2, 3v2, any like those like low number scenarios and retakes. One of the biggest elements is element of surprise, right? One, you don't want to give away your position before the retake is happening. 2, you don't want to give away your position and have to reload, because they could just time the retake off your reload.
That's exactly what happened there, really. So, poor play from Monolith, and I feel like they might have also lost their cool, which wouldn't be all too surprising given the fact that they, even on Vertigo, when they started going down and couldn't find themselves traction to get back into it, just started going for random force buys. So it's something for Monolith to actually work on, is to keep that mental fortitude up. But here Malik has entered out, and Nemiga has one more, but Malik has found a second. Boggs, though, trades it out 3v3, and the rotations are already coming in. Geo's in the vents. The Molotov goes for the squeaky door as well. But Malik has found a third. He's found all the kills so far for Monolith. The Robo has found a trade. Debris takes down one more, but Malik burning alive. Can he 1v2 this? It would be the ace out as well. A second Molotov will get extinguished. The flash comes in from Geo. He taps the bomb.
Geo
He's
knows.
stuck at Roy.
Geo knows that Malik's right here, but he's going to go for the stick anyway. But it's going to be Malik with the ace, with the clutch. A massive round for him to go big on, but that looked a little bit scary considering how advantageous that scenario was for Monolith there.
That was a lot of it scary, because that very easily could have gone the way of Nemiga if Geo wouldn't have stuck the bomb or would have looked the other direction or even used his nade. That could have ended so poorly for Monolith. But that's a massive round for them to gain. And Nemiga, I mean, it was a round they could have won, not necessarily should have won, but very easily could have gone the other direction. So now look at Geo getting aggressive towards ramp. I like this play by Nemiga to get that information, to get the aggression, as they have been making plays with it. And already down the vents is Boggs waiting to defend the B side. And Geo's found one, he finds two. A massive double ramp. The damage on the pro play as well is huge.
Yeah.
As Boggs is already down on B site. This is looking very bad for Monolith as they're walking right into the hands of Nemiga.
Yep, 282 damage from one player, but Speaker catches Robo off at the perfect angle and with the perfect timing. Now Boggs is down below, so they don't need to worry about B site. They just need to reinforce A, maybe trade out lobby for outside control, just get something in return here for Nemiga. Otherwise, they're sitting pretty blind at the moment. Now, Monolith doesn't really know where they are either, so it's kind of a game of who can find who first or avoid giving away free information. But based on the posturing right now for Monolith, I think they're just satisfied walking onto the B site.
I don't think it's a bad call either. I mean, considering the information they do have and the fact that Nemiga have two on the A site, a lot's going to come down to Boggs on the B site. And if he doesn't find one, I think Monolith should be able to run away with this round. But look at the HP on pro play. He has the bomb as well. He fakes it. Time is of the essence. Oh, it's a perfect bait as Boggs has revealed his position. The bomb goes down. The rotation's coming in from Nemiga, as this is where things get critical for both teams. Nemiga, if they can get 14th and force Monolith back onto a bit of a save as well, would be huge. But if Monolith can pick up double digits, they can start to claw into the economy of Nemiga, who are quite low. The door goes open. Lollipop spraying the rafters. Misses Speaker. Molotov smoke's coming in, and Proplay burns alive. Speaker finds Boggs. The op's still alive, and he finds Lollipop too. The no-scope misses MDS, who was in the 1v2, and it finds him on the second shot. And Speaker with a quad. Beautiful plays on the op. And Monolith find themselves a massive, an immensely important 10th round.
Dude, what the heck is going on right now? Speaker jumps off the rails to start no-scoping him. There was still time. There was still time left.
Speaker literally went off the rails there, Roy.
Literally and metaphorically. Wow, that is. Whew. All right, this is why pauses and timeouts are big things. We gotta come back to the realm of sanity. Even us casters, we need the players to pause sometimes. But a fast play down the vents. Malik's already down below. That's a big piece of the rotating puzzle for Nemiga. As long as he has presence down below, it's going to be incredibly awkward for Nemiga to maneuver around the map. So that's a good start to the round for Monolith.
It is a good start to the round for Monolith. As if you see Nemiga, they've gone for the force. They have the op on Robo. They have two MP9s, a Deeg, and an AUG. So they're not exactly in good position. And Roy, something I know that we have been harping on Monolith for, Nemiga have just done, they don't have a kit. They can't afford to let a bomb go down. But Boggs is his lamp aware of it. He is He's seen Boggs do it one too many times.
Mm-hmm.
That is the first pick going the way of Monolith. Good plays from Lamp. Good expectancy. Good awareness. This is a good chance for Monolith to get themselves 12 rounds off the bat. Resetting Nemiga once again. MDS cannot find the Deagle kill as Lamp will come in on the flank. He finds Lollipop, but MDS actually able to find him. He does go down the end to Debris, but Robo's traded it out. And Geo finds Malik, Spiker, and Debris, the last two alive. This is doable for Nemiga. They have to play the time wisely, though. And Debris finds Geo Robo off 1v2, but Speaker cannot be beat right now. He finds the shot into Robo, and a huge 11th round. And the money on Nemiga means that they will be going for pistols, maybe some light armor and utility. But all things considered, we should be seeing a 12-13 scoreline. Monolith clawing their way back on the offense on Nuke.
Yeah, and honestly, I've become a really big fan of watching Speaker Op over the past season of Winners League. He is so much fun to watch opping. He is incredibly aggressive, incredibly confident, incredibly unorthodox as well. It's everything that I love in an opper. But it is going to be fast play for Monolith outside. They've recognized that the economy is weak, so they're looking to press the advantage and looking to press the space outside for free. So, hey, smart decision so far. Let's see how it plays out.
Yeah, they're all gathered outside. MTS is actually in a decent position to catch a couple for free. Spots him, he finds one! He does half damage, and Robo's able to take down the second. Lollipop will fall, though. 3v3 now with 3v2. Malik finds one, make it two! And there goes Geo finding one more, but Speaker shuts him down. A little expensive for Monolith, but all things considered, a 12th round is what they needed.
These rounds should be so much cleaner. These are all rounds that Monolith should be building up economy here. But instead, they're losing economy.
Yeah, it's not exactly what you really want to see from Monolith. I mean, granted that Deagle kill, I mean, that could pretty much happen on any given Sunday.
For sure.
But other than that...
But I mean, 2 players alive
so
with almost 4 dying? That's a whole other world. Lollipop Boggs finding one, Boggs on site as well, finding more kills, and it all seems to be in favor of Nemiga with 3 players alive. And as soon as the chaos is over, suddenly Nemiga gets a weapon upgrade. That's an AK-47 right there. They have 3 players alive. Their economy is looking all right. And again, those casualties that they took last round, that's why I criticized it, Boggs. Look at this money now. They have nothing. Those 2 weapons, they could have kept 2 players alive easily in the last round before the last, I guess, the 2 rounds ago now. But look at them now. It's an AK-47, an SG, 2 CZs with light armor. They have Speaker on glass cannon. It's tough.
This is bad positioning for Monolith. And Boggs has taken down the glass. He found Lamp as well. Only 1 rifle remains in the hands of Monolith. And the Molotov will force Debris back from trying to salvage a gun. That is massive from Boggs, and he's just going to stick around too, I think, as there's no real incentive. Okay, he's going to fall back a little bit. The bomb has been picked up, and outside still seems to be the point of contention as they can pick up a couple of guns. They have an SG salvaged as well. Malik might be able to find the AWP, but Robo has rotated out to garage now. He has a big green gun of his own. He's been spotted out, but the shots are not connecting onto him. The flash will go through, as with a minute on the clock, Monolith seem to be rotating back towards lobby. Malik holding outside with the op in hand, but Nemiga are in prime position to get themselves match point, Roy. It got a little dicey, but all things considered, Nemiga have not really had the control of this map taken out from under them, even on their T side when they weren't winning rounds, they weren't in the lead. You could still feel Nemiga still had that bit of control. And Monolith have not been able to wrestle it away from their hands.
Absolutely right. And the key turning points sometimes weren't really secured by Monolith either. But now there's a tight little angle by Robo, and what an angle that is. Finds themselves at further advantage. And that means this round is all but over, I think. Especially with the kill onto Pro Plate. 14 seconds left on the clock, and AWP in the hands of Malik.
There's no time. He's going to save. Or try to anyway. He's going to get hunted from behind. It's Boggs on the flank. I don't know if Malik will be able to salvage this off. Ooh.
Oh.
He won't. Boggs take him down.
If you could see my face right now, It looks exactly like me saying, "Oh, dude, that is after time." He has $100 for the final round. This is match and series point. He has $100. His teammates have 1,900 in the bank. It's literally 3 CZs, a P250, and a Glock no armor, a glass cannon Glock, dude, for match and series point. Boggs.
I mean, honestly, just use Malik as bait at this point, because what is he going to do on a Glock? No armor, against full helmets, full utility, full guns. And actually, they've been able to escape all the way down, all 5 down the tunnels, Roy. This is potentially doable for Monolith, but they seem to be getting stopped. A lot of damage being dealt, and it's Geo to find the first. Box with 1, Lollipop with another, and only 2 alive. Lamp has picked up an AUG, Roy, but I can't really see this happening. I'm sorry.
Don't say that yet. It's not over. There's still a minute left. They can work the map out. They do have an AUG in hand. Mind you, Lamp does have 15 HP. Maybe better off trade it over towards Dobry. You can maybe make some work of it. Oh, no, Box. Don't do him like this, Box. Oh, they just yin-yang. What? Okay, it's going to be MDS to find that of all players. I didn't think he was going to be the one finding that. He comes down the ladder. It's all down to Dobry, and there it is. Robo with the cleanup. What a map this has been.
It was definitely a wild ride here, but Nemiga, from start to finish, the dominant team, the dominant force. And as far as Monolith are concerned, there's a lot to get back in the practice server and work on. Because there were a lot of times where they should have won those rounds, or they should have won it in a much cleaner fashion.
Right.
And they just absolutely dropped the ball. It was a massive blunder from them in multiple rounds. They didn't use their timeouts at all. So many rounds they didn't have kits, and that came back to cost them too, because they had a forced rush on the retake. So many things you could really come down to that could have cost Monolith that matchup overall.
Right.
But I have to say, round 15 on Nuke was probably the final nail, all things considered.
Which one was round 15?
That was their...
The pistol?
I believe... no, it was the round when they had... Yeah, it was the final round of the first half, when Nemiga was able to get that 7th round off the back of... I think they won like a 2v4 or something crazy.
I mean, okay, so, if we're gonna bring about it that way, I'll name you some other key rounds, okay? Monolith wins pistol, loses the eco afterwards, boom, double reset. Terrible start to see that Nuke. They are in an advantageous scenario on pistol round the second half, boom, can't close it off because they chose to Glock spam instead of just tap it. They had it. They literally had the round in the bag. It was like 4 versus 2, and all of them were just like spamming the Glock as quickly as possible instead of just shooting slow and securing the RNG a little bit. And that's really unfortunate. And there were many opportunities. You talked about it too. It's not about the rounds that they lost. It's the way that they won them sometimes as well. That can be equally as bad as winning a round, right? Yeah, you win a round, you get a one on the board, but come on, full anti-eco. You're up against P250s, no armor. I think 2 of the players were on Glocks, and you lose 3 players, almost a 4th as well. Like that's not money. You cannot, in such a tight matchup, give away these kind of advantages, right? Economically speaking, rounds, kills, these are all things that you need to tighten up on. And you're absolutely right. Yeah, there's many rounds that Monolith could have battled back on.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, they weren't able to convert it. Very well could have gone to Inferno. It very well could have gone the way of Monolith on Nuke if they would have played a couple rounds better. So, I mean, it kind of hurts to watch that, because there were so many times they could have turned it around and they could have done a much better job. But unfortunately for them, they weren't able to convert it when they needed to. And that economy battle was won by Nemiga, both on Vertigo and here on Nuke. So they do drop it 2-0. And in a playoff game, when it is one and done, there's no lower bracket. You can't afford any mistake. So
Absolutely.
Monolith pay for it with their playoff lives, and Nemiga will be moving on.
Come on, Boggs. You know how it is. No mercy here in Winners League. Single elimination, best of 3. That means goodbye to Monolith. Unfortunately, jokes aside, it has been a pleasure watching these guys, watching them develop, getting to know them on a more personal level. It has been really fun. I just want to give a shout out to everybody right now that is here watching this matchup in the chat. We appreciate your support. Thank you guys for being with us here. Hopefully you have enjoyed the content. But that is it for us. If you haven't done so already, please do follow our socials. That is Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook as well. Boggs' Twitter is down below. My Twitter is down here below as well. I think Mel could use some follows, !casters for those links. But besides that, check the win.gg platform. And if you missed the action, we have some highlights coming up for you. And again, that is an Nemiga 2.0. We are out of here for now. See you later.